Coloplastimates, I am going to upload a video for you guys about pouch sizes. So I am going on a trip and I wanted to have a smaller pouch while I was on the beach. I've seen them before on Zoe Wright, who does, she's a fitness model, and she always wears this itty bitty little pouch whenever she does her shows. Now, while I still can't find what pouch she's using, I actually was able to get in contact with Coloplast and have them send me something called a Midi pouch, which is M-I-D-I. So I had been using these pouches here, which the item number on this one is 11472. This is your standard size pouch compared to like the size of my head. You guys have like maybe seen some of my previous bag changes, my pouch changes, and you've seen the size of this one. Now, I don't really have any problem with the capacity of this, although this much capacity is really unnecessary for me. Most of my output is actually in the middle of the night and first thing in the morning, and then throughout the day I have very little output to the point where I might empty my pouch once a day, like during the day, but at night it's more active. So this is the pouch size that I had been using. So I spoke with somebody at Coloplast and they said, why don't you try a Midi? And they sent me this. Look at it. So, okay, I'm gonna size comparison. I'm gonna say it's about 1.5 inches shorter. Now, while it says it's only 1 inch shorter, it appears to be much shorter. So it appears to be about 1.5 inches shorter. I don't know. So you see the size difference there. But for me, I don't need as much capacity as this one holds, which, I mean, this, to me, I empty it when it's about right here. So compared to the back of that, that would be about right here, which I understand is probably kind of pushing it. Normally you want to empty it when it's about here, here to here. You don't ever want to let it get up to here because then it's so much weight. It's pulling down on this part that is attached to your skin, and that weight is pulling, and that tug will compromise the integrity of that adhesive that's on your skin. So this one here, I've been emptying it out when it's about right here, which if we compare to this one, I'm gonna try to hold all these up. So I empty it when it's about, I don't have hands for this. So it's about like right here, which on this one would be like there. So I'm emptying it when it's right about that point right there on this one. So it's the same thing for me. I like it because it's smaller and it's unnecessary for me to have like all of this capacity. Anybody that has like a higher output, they actually make this pouch, I believe, 1 inch bigger if you needed a more capacity pouch, but I don't. I think these were actually intended for people that have a colostomy, because colostomates tend to have less output or thicker output anyway. Ileostomates do have more output because we don't have our colon to absorb that water that's being absorbed by the colon. So we do have more output. They also sent me, this is, I'm going to just show you real quick. This is called an open-ended pouch, or it's also called a drainable. So you can drain the pouch out like this. It just rolls down. You gotta make sure that when you close it up, you get it nice and secure. So anyhow, it rolls down. You flip this part back. It actually has some Velcro that holds it together there. Flip that part back, and then it opens up. This is easier when it's stuck on your body. It opens up here like this, and you just drain it out. You clean it all up, and when you clean it out, then you just roll this bad boy back up like this. Fold these tabs in, and you flip that up inside because it's got a little piece of Velcro that'll hold that up, and that's it. Another thing that you can do with these pouches is there's a little piece of Velcro right here. It's the secret Velcro, and you can fold that up like this. So for maybe going to the beach or for intimate moments, now you have a much smaller pouch. And this one folded up compared, this one also folds up, the other one does. Let's see. So the size comparison when they're rolled up. So there is, in my opinion, a pretty significant size difference, especially when we're talking about something that's, you know, like this big thing on your body. I like that this is smaller. So they did send me what's called a close-in pouch. That's why I was showing that these drained. This is called a close-in pouch. These are really designed for people that either A, have a colostomy, so they have less output, or it's designed for somebody that has an ileostomy but is more regular in their output. So your insurance tends to only cover 60 of these per month, which equates to 2 pouches every day. And for me, I'm like, well, I mean, if it was 3 pouches every day, so if they send 90, I could handle that. I could totally do a closed-end pouch. But the concept is that, and people are like, well, how do you empty it? I'm like, well, you're actually not supposed to. You pop it off because this is a 2-piece. You pop it off and then you put another one on, and there's no having to drain it. There's no like cleanup or anything like that. You just pop it off. You will notice on this one that I'm gonna find one that will help me demonstrate this. Coloplast sent me these samples. So they sent me this, but they sent the wafer in the wrong, the coupling. This is called the coupling. The coupling's the wrong size. So this one was too big. They're sending me some different ones so I can try them out. But I was really hoping to be able to use this whenever I'm on vacation, because it'll be a lot easier, like when you're out in public, or if, let's say, you're on the beach. It's more sanitary, in my opinion, to just be able to pop this off instead of like trying to clean yourself up in a public bathroom. So I do understand the reason why people would consider this to be a more cleanly option. Also, you're not like touching your stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys these really awesome pouches. I'm gonna tell you the item number on this one, but before I do, I wanna point out that be sure to verify that you are getting the right size coupling for the wafer that you have, because each wafer has a different size flange right here, and you wanna make sure that your coupling fits your flange. Ooh, we're learning words. This is a wafer, that's the flange, that's the coupling. So you wanna make sure that your coupling size fits your flange size. So while I'm gonna give you the item number on this, if you're using any Coloplast products and you need a bigger wafer than this, you see this one goes up to 1 1/8 inch, you will need to verify with your supplier that you're getting the right size. So the item number on this one for reference is 11471, and that's the drainable Midi pouch that fits any wafer with the number 50 on it. And you guys can see that's my deep convex wafer. Look at that. It's a bad boy. I use a deep convex wafer because the bottom half of my stoma is shorter than the top half. So the bottom half of my stoma, whenever it's being active and it retracts inward, you know how they dance, and when it retracts inward, sometimes that bottom half turns inward so much that output will start to make its way down up inside this thing, and it'll get underneath. So if I use a convex wafer, it pushes my stoma outward, and I don't have to worry about my output trying to like go that way. It's supposed to go this way, and when it dances, it tries to go that way. So this is just clicking it together, and then there's a locking mechanism on it to make sure that it doesn't tug off. Here's the lock. You just click that and it locks it together. That's simple. So I don't know if you guys have seen these. It's really awesome. I'm super excited that Coloplast is now offering, well, I don't know if they've been offering them for a while, but heck, I'm super excited. I was really looking for something that was smaller, so yay! You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Bye.